Good morning. Mr. Little, if you can unmute, please.
Yes, sir. Good morning, Your Honor.
Morning, how are you doing?
I'm doing wonderful. How are you? It's been quite a while since I've seen
Yes.
you.
Yes.
Everybody safe, healthy? You guys doing okay?
Yes, everybody's all right. Hope so with you as well.
Yes, sir. Absolutely it is.
Who do we have on the Zoom user screen?
Your Honor, this is my client. She is the representative for FPI.
Okay.
They are the management company for Harris Hills Apartments.
Okay.
Her name is Laura Franco.
Ms. Franco. Okay, great. And nobody else has logged on. Let me just look at, let me just see some, I'm going to see if he was personally served. Or she. Is she a female?
Yes, Your Honor,
Yeah.
she.
Okay. So it's hand delivered to her. And I read your petition, and apparently they haven't been paid rent for several months, since August, I believe. And she did give us a CDC declaration. Is that what it was?
Your Honor, the defendant did actually give a CDC declaration, but she signed that to my client back in September of last year. It is actually attached to my petition. My client was trying to give people the ability to comply or do what they needed to do before actually ever going to court. So there was a declaration signed way back in September. And so my client said, listen, you're doing everything you can. We're just going to wait and give it some time. And ultimately, none of the things that she said she would do or tried to do ever came to fruition. I have a verified complaint that establishes that none of the criteria of the declaration, she didn't apply. My client is really good about sending packages out and giving information on where to apply and how to apply. They actually hand delivered a package to Ms. McLeod in January and said, hey, listen, apply at these places. And she just hasn't provided any substantiation that she's lost work, no substantiation that she's applying for help. She isn't paying any rent whatsoever. And so that's, my client felt compelled that they had to do something because nothing is being done.
Okay. Yeah, I'm looking at the attachments, and so your client did not file. She just gave this to him when she was delinquent in rent, when she was behind in rent.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Had they given her a notice to vacate at that time or no?
Your Honor, I'd have to take a look at the actual complaint. Give me one moment. They have given her notices to vacate on multiple occasions, Judge. It would be paragraph. They gave her one on September 4th. So the declaration was actually signed September the 15th.
Okay, so
They-
there's one notice beforehand.
Yeah, they gave her another one on October 7th, November 4th, December 4th, and January 4th, and February 4th. They've been trying to get her to do something for some time, and it just hasn't ever happened.
Okay. Okay. So generally how these are handled, well, how we've been handling them is that, they get the filing, and if they get the CDC, then you file an objection to it, and then we have a hearing. However, your petition does state, you acknowledge that you received it and that you were objecting and contesting it. So that she was given notice of it. She hasn't appeared. I have to enter an order. Well, let me take some testimony on, if you can have your client offer some testimony on what they've discussed as far as her complying with the CDC declaration, the conditions of the CDC declaration.
Yes. Did you want to swear in Ms. Franco, Your Honor?
Sure. Ms. Franco, if you can raise your right hand. You swear the testimony you're about to give should be the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Ms. Franco, today we're here on an eviction of Mahra Kennedy McLeod. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, and you are the manager or the property manager for SRT, is that correct?
Yes, for Terrace Hill. Yes, sir.
Will you, for Terrace Hills, that's right. Will you please give the judge a little bit of information on what you've tried to do with Ms. McLeod? on getting her to get government assistance, or in your efforts to have her comply with the CDC declaration that she signed on September the 9th? I'm sorry, the September 5th.
Yes, so when we were delivering the notice to vacate monthly since September 2020, we were attaching packages that included applications to assistance programs, not just to her, to all residents. And in January of 2021, we did speak to her, to Ms. Mara, January the 8th, that we were going to be sending her another package with an application. And January the 12th, that was sent to her, but we did not receive any application back or any proof of that she submitted the application on her own.
So to date, Ms. McLeod has not provided any information that she's applied for government assistance to you directly. Is that correct?
Correct.
Has she provided any information that she actually is qualified based on her income to receive that government assistance?
No, she hasn't.
Has she given you substantiation that she's unable to make a full housing payment due to her substantial loss of household income?
No, she hasn't.
Has she substantiated that she's lost compensable hours of work or wages?
No, she hasn't.
Has she substantiated that she's been laid off?
Laid off? No.
Has she substantiated that she has an extraordinary out-of-pocket medical expense today?
No.
Okay. And then finally, has she made her best efforts, in your opinion, to make timely partial payments that are as close to full payments as her circumstances would permit?
No, she hasn't made any.
As a matter of fact, she hasn't made any payments since August of 2020. Is that correct?
Correct.
And finally, she is in default of release. Is that correct?
Yes.
Non-payment. Okay. No further questions, Your Honor.
Okay. And now the monthly rent, how much is the monthly rent?
The monthly rent is $678 per month, Your Honor. However, Judge, with this particular facility or apartment complex, they also have to pay services and utilities through their rent payment. And attached as exhibit, I believe it's exhibit 2, is a ledger that shows the outstanding balance as of February the 4th of 2021. The total amount is on that is $4,788.24. However, there is March rent that has come due since that time. I have a total if the court would like that total.
Let me just, a couple things. Unless in the lease that the additional payment, additional utilities are classified or labeled as rent, I can't order those. All I can order is recovery of rent.
They are listed, Your Honor, as additional rent because they are paid through the actual property management company. So they are listed as additional rent as contained within the actual lease. Now, the amounts are not specified directly, Your Honor, because those have to be prorated on a monthly basis. But when they are prorated, they are submitted and they are specified as additional rent in the lease.
Okay. Now late fees. Do you have late fees in here? I can't. You can't recover those.
Your Honor, we do have late fees specified. Currently, the late fees would be $67.80 per month, so we would have to subtract that. That would be September, October, November, December, January, February, and March. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It would actually be 7 times
67.80.
780. 7 times 67.80.
Or
And then
70.
if I subtract, that's $474.60. And if I subtract that from the ledger amount that's currently owed of $5,583.59, The total would be 474.60 minus 83.59. It would be $5,108.99, Your Honor.
Okay, and that takes it through March 31st, is that?
That would take it through March 31st, Your Honor. That is correct.
Okay. Okay, so let me prepare this order. I have to get another order that the CDC declaration that we had a hearing on that, and I had a finding that it was not applicable. And then I will enter the judgment in the eviction case, and we'll email both of them to you, Mr. Little.
Your Honor, my client has
Oh,
also
attorneys.
sought attorney's fees based upon the actual lease. My client has capped attorney's fees at $1,500, and so that's the maximum amount we would claim. Even if it's in excess of that, we you know that was the cap or the agreement that the parties reached, and so $1,500 would be the most we would
Okay.
claim.
Okay, and the court cost of 146.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Anything else?
Nothing further from the plaintiff, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Little, I'm going to warn you, I mean, sometimes with this Zoom, sometimes they call in, say they have difficulty logging on or other reasons. If that is the case, I'll give you a call back. And if Ms. Franco, if you could just stand by just for maybe another hour, just to make sure that she's not having difficulty logging on. But
Okay.
if that is the case, we'll give you a call.
Okay,
Wonderful.
Thank
Thank you,
you
Your
all.
Honor.
Thank you. Have a good
thank
day.
you.
We need excused.
Yes, thank you. And I'm going to end the meeting.
Thank
You guys
you.
have a great
You too.